Welcome to our YouTube channel, Come Hobby With Us, where we share tips and tricks about some of our favorite hobbies. If you like this, please subscribe.
Today's video is in how to install pocket doors. What we have here are some bifolding doors that was in this house that we really didn't like. They didn't fit very good. They were cracked in places and they just didn't look very good. But on investigating them, we noticed there was pocket door slots in the wall where there used to be pocket doors. And we thought, we've got the track up there and we've got everything we need. We just need to buy the doors and find the hardware where we can put the pocket doors in. The next thing that was hard to find was the correct hardware. I had to buy several different types and try them, and finally I discovered the right kind. Then the next thing we had to find was the doors. And we found these doors at Lowe's that had the different sections, which we really liked. And they were primed, but we needed to paint them. We had to paint the doors, and we found this Valspar Ultra paint. And we got the Ultra White. I set the doors on the kitchen table with some padding underneath it and painted them. On the sliders, some of them had wheels on the inside like I needed, and some didn't. Some that's got 3 wheels. You have to see what your rail is. You put this on, this screws to the top of the door, then you slide it right in here, tighten this bottom bolt, and it brings it to the height you wanted, and then you can lock it in place with this other nut here. That way it secures it in place where it can't come loose.
You end up with it on the door like this?
Yeah, this is what you end up with. I've got a drill just a little bit smaller than my screws. And I do a little powder hole, don't go in very far there. And on this side over here. And I only do the 2 because I don't need to do 4. I just need to get it started. And I do the same thing down here. Put the middle at 3.5 inches. Okay, now I'm going to change from my drill bit to my Phillips bit, and I'm going to screw in the now all's left for me to do is to screw in these screws and mount those 2 plates to the top. And I'll drill them in, and then I'll drill 4 wheels, and it's got the place for the little nut to go into to bolt it down to hold it in place. And now I'm going to slide it up here. See how it slides? That's up there. I got the 2 openings. See, it goes on the outside and the wheels sit right up in there, and then it rolls back and forth. Then after you get it mounted, you put a screw in the wood here so it can't go too far and fall back out. They had put these bifolding doors here in place of it, and we don't know why. We hope we don't find something that just doesn't work, but there's the pocket for the door. So I'll take these off. I'll put the runners up there, hook the door to it, and then the door should slide in here and then come out. Now I'll get the bolts and put them in here, and hopefully I'll be able to fit it between here. If not, I may have to take off some trim. Okay, I finally got both of them in. And I've tightened that one. I haven't tightened the one over here yet because I want to get my both doors in so I can make sure they're level. As you look here, you see it's pretty close to being level. But until I get the other door where I make sure they're both level and they close the gap, I won't know. So now push this one out of the way, and I'm fixing to put the rails, the sliders on up here and see if I can get this one in. As you see up here, I have to pry off that trim along the top. I'd already taken this Sharpie knife and cut between the wood and the sheetrock so I wouldn't tear the sheetrock up, and then I used this blade to go in there and tug on it to pull the nails out. Then I just pried it all the way off and ended up with that. Now the next thing I have to do is remove this board right here. That way I can get up in here to adjust my pocket doors. Now we're looking under the board. As you can see, there's some nails back there I can't get leverage on, so I took a flat screwdriver and I bent them or snapped them off. You can see that when I snapped it off. These I've bent. I think they're out of the way. And then I have to come down here, and there's a couple more down in here I need to pull out, and then I can hopefully get that trim out. As you can see here, that top board ends right there, so I've just got to cut away that paint that's in there and then pry this board off, and then I should be able to get into my pocket adjustments. So I'll start off by cutting through the paint. Then I use my little putty knife to get in and pry it out. That I had trouble with. The others I broke all off. Now I take it and I can pull it out of that, the nails that were over there. Now I got it down where I can get to the slides. So I used a 7/16 inch wrench on the bottom one to turn it up to raise the door. I'm going to check the level, and if it's level, I'll lock the top. If not, I'll make another adjustment. Fairly close to being level, so I won't have to adjust it very much, and I should be able to get the two doors closing together. I got the doors level. Now I'm putting the bottom trim back on.
So you're putting a piece of trim up or what?
Yeah, I'm putting this trim up. It's gonna, these doors, when they meet halfway, they're almost coming out of the wall. So this trim will help keep them in and help keep light from shining into the to the room on the edges.
And you have what, 4 of these to put up?
Yeah.
2 on this side of the door and 2 on the other side of the door. Okay.
Okay, here's, you see I put on the little metal cups. I've got one here that I haven't put on yet. I just stick the little Little cup up in there. Nails that they give with it. Okay? Hardly any gap. So that suited good. The trim looks good. I don't have the trim for the other side, which would keep it a little bit more from swinging. But that's basically done. Except for a few little painting and touch-ups.
I really like it. It's a lot better than those old shutter doors. Thank you.
Steve and I thank you for watching this video on Come Hobby With Us. To the left of the screen, you will see 2 video suggestions for you. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do so. Just click on our picture. We're just a couple of Sophies, seniors on fixed income. We hope you join us again soon. Bye.